यादों का धुआं बाकी है, मेरे दिल में तेरी यादों का धुआं बाकी है, दर्द देने के लिए जख्म नहीं सकते। बहुत याद आए बुलाते बुलाते, बहुत याद आए बुलाते बुलाते, तुम्हें जिंदगी से बुलाते।
Ты просто можешь совершенно расслабиться. И потом мне нравится, что выйдет нет и не может быть вообще никаких проблем. Вообще. Это просто вот пример. Вот сейчас вот Иван идет с обувью, с разорванной, и тут материализует человек, который сейчас ему подклеит ее. Вот сейчас я что угодно захочу, они замутят.
Ну да, да.
Во-первых, я белый человек. Белому человеку они привыкли служить. И, ну, это, они это вообще от этого не, они при этом не унижены. Им нравится быть при белом человеке, они сразу заняты. Вот сейчас что-нибудь, там они все прибегут, будут все тебе помогать, будут заняты сразу 3 человека.
Да, да.
Пошли туда.
Давай. А где они все есть?
Вот. Масала типа. Здесь никогда не бывает плохо, никогда не бывает плохого настроения.
Но это
мне сложно здесь испортить.
Тут от чего зависит? Я вот тоже долго думала. Мне казалось, что от солнца...
От того, что я с детства употребляла психоделические наркотики. И, ну, понимаешь, эта страна абсолютно психоделическая. Тут происходит изменение сознания. Здесь просто как будто я вот в ЛСД постоянно нахожусь.
Знаешь, это странно. Ты как будто, когда ты это ешь, ты как будто подписываешь какой-то контракт. И все начинается совершенно по-другому.
Неизвестно с кем, ближе к черту.
Да.
Ты подписываешь контракт, безусловно. Бывает, только неизвестно с кем. На божеский промысел. Хотя это просто круто. Ну, я не знаю. Ну, это существует. Это туз, моя огромная семья.
Да, тебе кажется, что ты как будто вроде сердце, понимаешь?
Да нет, ты просто там к любому-то подойди, обнимем тебя. Одни ответы вообще. Это абсолютно нормально. Нет, ты просто, когда ты вот на этом пати находишься, ты понимаешь, это же чудо вообще. Вообще не
А
так.
какой вечеринка это было?
Новогодний в прошлом году.
О, найс! Это вот на Го, которая была?
Да, вот на Кирим-Биче новогодний вечеринка.
И после этого ты закрыла дреды?
Да. Go рай. Я поэтому решила сначала поехать
End of Hippie Trail, да, кстати, так говорят. Ну, то есть,
Я не знаю, я понимаю, что это место.
паломничество, которое проходит по всей стране, и в итоге ты приезжаешь туда, и там уже, собственно,
Ну, так
попадаешь.
лучше. Нет, ну, если ты приедешь туда сразу, то ты уже оттуда не уедешь, я забыть. У меня друзья доходили до такого состояния, что они просто стояли на улице и вообще никуда не шли. Ну, а я, например,
Вполне, да, я понимаю прекрасно.
Да. Я вдруг вчера почувствовала, когда я потом могу встать и стоять. Движуха какая здесь. Нет, хорошо, ребят, что вы в Бомбей попали, да? Ведь это
Да, отлично. Не, ну,
я так счастлива, что я сейчас еще в Калькутту прилечу.
а ты когда летишь?
Завтра вечером.
Прикольно.
Here first,
When
many years ago.
the first time, why did I come? So the Vietnam War was on. I was 16 years old. I left the country for 3 years. I traveled from 16 to 19. I went overland from Luxembourg, Holland, Germany, Austria,
Jeez, the
Turkey,
classic
Iran,
trail.
and Pakistan. Yeah.
You were everybody doing that.
So, and everyone is really good to me. I mean, everywhere I went, people, because I was young, everyone is like, come to my house and stay with me.
It's so nice to feel like you belong to the world.
Yeah, it was the 69 was the summer of love, the summer day, the summer day, the summer day, the summer day, the summer day.
If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving day.
So I had this moment. So I came back and then again I said, it seemed crazy. I mean, if you've been away from America for a while, you come back and you see it for the first time with the perspective of sort of India, and you see this huge American supermarket and 15 different kinds of ketchup. And you go, what is this place?
But still, you made it into the society again.
Well, what happened? So I'm working on Wall Street in 1973, 74, and suddenly there's a drought in India. I'm reading the New York Times on the partners of the company, who usually has phones, like 3 phones at once. How's London? How's New York? How's Chicago? And buying one place, selling the other, silver, copper. He says, so what do you think about this drought in India? And I said, the drought in India? Why are you asking me? We're just doing business in New York. And he's like, his eyes narrow, and he's like, okay. End of conversation, he has to go back to his screen. He's like over, he's a very busy guy, and it's like, and I'm thinking, I'm going home in the subway that night and thinking, why is he asking me about India? What did this mean? And why, what is all this? And then it looks like the flash goes on in my head, and I see, if the monsoon rains don't come, all that silver, gets converted, gets sold so that they can buy food and grain and all the stuff, and the price of silver goes down. So I think, oh my God,
You are in the system.
I go, yeah, exactly.
No smoke.
Sorry, I have a question. Do you know where is the park?
Aeroplane, this plane. 2 minutes, okay.
Prawn fried rice. Grilled chicken breast and mushroom sauce. Breast and mushroom sauce. Алло. And chicken salad.
What, chicken?
Chicken salad.
Россия жить не хочу, это точно. В мире много хороших мест.
Но ты еще
Не
пока
факт,
не
что я
решил.
останавливаюсь здесь. Я на следующий год еще приеду сюда, но дальше Бразилия, Камбоджа, Лаос, Таиланд. То есть много интересных мест в плане.
А ты примерно в какое время сюда приезжаешь? Ты на начало сезона, то есть?
Я вот в этом сезоне приехал в октябре, в начале, специально, чтобы искать, пообжиться.
Тебе удается собрать вот дом такой коммунальный, чтобы все разные были, чтобы все были приятные люди накрыты?
Да. У меня, в принципе, был спланирован один дом, вот, который для себя, для близких друзей, да, то есть вот, с которыми я буду жить, и с которыми мне будет просто легко в общении, то есть атмосфера соответствующая. А второй дом для всех остальных приезжающих, которые будут там свои гости, в принципе, это недалеко.
Ну, цвета, да, отлично растут.
Алло. Да, мы вот в Шивавели. Передай, да, слушай, передай, пусть подходит.
Ну, так, очень.
Forever, Endeavor и все такое. Мне это нравится. Не знаю. Меня здесь вот попускает. Причем у меня странно, я вот иногда дохожу, откуда говорю себе, чувак. Ты в первый раз даже, вот, когда объел в кислоту, ты уже прошел этот урок. Ну, чувак, иногда вот мне кажется, что люди чересчур враждебные вокруг. Но это гон, на самом деле. Просто людей очень много, это непривычно, что такая уплотненка.
Это то, что место становится курортом. Какое-то некая мекка для различных людей искусства, всяких изысканий. Они тут собирались, жили, сопли. Каким-то временем, то есть становится туристическим направлением, это, в принципе, уже практически жило себя.
Да, у нас прям собралась
вся. Я тебе говорю, если где-то появляется один русский человек, тут же он обрастает всеми людьми, которых он знает, потому что неизвестно.
Ну, это потому что вот это, понимаешь.
Ментально, да, это в голове. Ты все время как сохраняться.
Теория уплотнения физического, расширения сознания. Сейчас кислоту в тюрягу сажают, а если мы лет через 300 выживем, то это будут в школе давать первое, что вообще. Чистый ЛСД-25. Но это ничего круче не придет.
Так говорил Тимоти Лири.
Да?
Еще в 60-м году.
Да, я на самом деле надеюсь достичь такого состояния, что меня здесь попустит вот, состояние шанти, и я смогу его с собой переносить вообще в любое место. Потому что на самом деле, ну вот...
Ну, шанти — это медитация, да, короче?
Нет, просто, ну это такое... Вообще шанти, ребят, у йогов есть что-нибудь с шанти связано? Вообще шанти — это спокойствие, по-моему, да? Короче, по крайней мере, вот так же глубоко. Короче, в основном, ну, шанти это все фигня, зашибись. Полный рулис и все цветами. Вот. А вообще шанти как бы, ну, у русских, по крайней мере, это как спокойствие, что ли, расслабленную умиротворенность.
Ну да.
Короче, когда тебя клево. Все только в этом.
It was like what? Like 80 something you came?
Yeah.
And what was the mood? Why did you do that?
Why did I do that?
Yeah, from Greece here. It's different country.
Just like the place. No, I came first to North India. Then second time I came to Goa. Then I liked the place and I stayed. Yeah.
And you make living selling something?
Yeah. Many years. I have a shop. I'm happy, but now it's changing. It's different, the whole mood. Yeah. Now with government controlling everything in the business and all the aspects of life.
You start to realize that it brings money.
Yeah, I mean, it was not so much money-oriented, the place.
So everybody was
It was
searching like
just
for something.
creativity-oriented, yeah?
Not
So
for
whatever,
selling.
not mainly for selling. The selling was just for the living, but the people were more creative in whatever thing they liked to be, yeah? And the place was allowing that. You didn't need so much money to live, but you could be expressing yourself. So that's changed now.
It was like escaping, and now they are ruining the paradise.
Yeah, it was more like escaping, you can say. It was a different situation than wherever in Europe or anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world.
Happiness is
Здесь на крыто как раз приехал, у меня было 3 дня предположения, чтобы хоть как-то все настроиться. Предположение трепанули очень мощно, и во время трипа мне столько всего показали про эту страну. столько всяких страшных и прекрасных вещей, что я скажу, пожалуйста, вообще не всегда. Пиздец, какие-то залитая луна в зените висит, и ты не отбрасываешь тени в бок. Тень под тобой маленький кусочек. Ну вот сегодня вечером после 6 так будет. И пальмы с серебряными кронами, и из-под них выглядывают бока и головы буйволов с огромными рогами, с мистическими просто вхарями. Собаки, обезьяны. Собаки — это вообще цивилизация разумная.
Прикольно, Саша. А дальше что ты будешь делать?
Не знаю. Ну вот, мне кажется, что есть, не знаю, над чем работать в каком-то чувствительном, может быть, плане телесном, а здесь это просто очень быстро отзывается пространство на твои действия какие-то. Ту же йогу, если делать в Питере, дома во влажной холодной квартире, или там сидя около обогревателя, ну что это такое? Выходишь на улицу в скафандре, как ты можешь чувствовать пространство вокруг себя, если на тебе гортекс и всякая фигня другая?
Реально скафандр, слушай, это вот вообще метафора абсолютно.
Надел капюшон, стал глухой. И еще, чтобы еще глуше было, наушники с дарком, чтобы в метро не обломались. Ну, знаешь, как надо. Я не взял с собой наушники, потому что здесь мне нравится все вокруг.
А ты сколько крутишь?
Ну, вот, получается, месяц.
Месяц. Ты приехал сюда и к нам включился?
И меня вставило до
Сколько заплатишь?
Ну, я думаю.
Прям до самых дождей.
Ну, не именно здесь. Я никаких планов у меня нет, а весь домой.
Это клево. То есть ты можешь сняться или практически?
Ну, да.
Hearing go on, dreaming of life while we are in this planet, only for enjoyment. Only for enjoyment. Change our world. Only for enjoyment. Yoga way, meditation, many ways how to live life, and with freedom. My name is Shyam. Shyam? Shyam. And the name of Krishna.
Krishna? And Krishna is the God. How can you tell it in one word?
Krishna is the God of love. Krishna is the God of love. Krishna is the God of
that I turned 60. And I decided that I would do the thing that I admired, especially women, for doing, and that was traveling alone. The first day I was here, oh, the sounds of the birds, and the smells, and it was so sensual. That the whole environment is so sensual to me. I mean, the wind on your skin,
yeah, it's like a hot country, India.
it's very tactile for me, and alive, very alive. Jungle. Yeah, it's not jungle so much. Is that you feel close to life and to death. Barefoot. Yeah, barefoot, right. And I really like that.
Auroville, an utopian township planned in 1968 by Mother from Sri Aurobindo Ashram in the name of human unity and constant evolution. There came people from different countries and started the central meditation temple, Mandir, which is under construction still. The rest of the town appeared as several community settlements or separate houses. Mother died in 1973, but people still carry on the experiment.
So you're naturally French?
Yes, I'm a French.
Which year have you come here?
78 I came, and I knew about Auroville 5 years before because I was a feminist then and involved in ecology also, and in Genève there was then a very interesting scene then And then while I was walking in the city, there was the first exposition on Auroville. When I was standing in front of it, I thought, oh well, that's really the place I want to go one time.
Everybody's talking like it was some insight. Like
Yes,
they saw the thing and they thought, yeah,
the call.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, and this is where Mother would just spread her wings, you know, and catch energies. That was the call, yeah. No, I came to a place which was then the community around here. We made our own bread and we ate together, we meditated together, and we had beginning of intentional community then, yeah.
J'arrête. Tranquille, là, tu gonfles. J'arrête.
Yeah. Hey.
And now what are you in for?
What?
Here in this, in Nilatanam.
Well, Nilatanam is a greenbelt settlement, and we're having some guest houses, and are bringing some guests here to do some group work, sometimes in the forest. So that's what I like to do.
So everything is growing here, you planted it?
Yeah.
Every single tree?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say every single tree, because trees are coming by themselves also, aren't they?
Jeez.
She's very excited because she has this problem with her cheese. She's cheesing. She's a baby.
But now she feels you're busy and she goes crazy.
No, it's not even that. She's excited because I gave her too much meat, I think.
Oh.
She likes meat, and then, you know,
Of course, you can't stop them. And you yourself are vegetarian?
Yes, actually I'm a vegetarian. Definitely.
And you came to Mumbai first?
My teacher.
To see a teacher?
In the north.
Ah, I see. Where did you start this? Going to the east, practicing, having a teacher?
Well, I left home when I was 17.
17?
And I've sort of been moving around since then. Probably around 1967, 68 or some, like during my early hippie days.
So you got those hippie days?
Yeah.
In America?
Yeah.
What state?
California.
California, jeez.
Of course. But I did something you might be interested in. It was more interesting than the hippie days. I was, my partner and I came from America to Europe, and from Europe we hitchhiked until we got to India.
That's the hippie trail.
Hippie trail, yeah, we did that.
Jeez.
That was such a fun thing to do.
But was it like traveling on buses and cars and anything?
Fantastic.
Jeez. And I don't know, sometimes when you're traveling like this, you feel like there is no home. And you feel like a bird, yeah.
Yeah, like a gypsy.
Like a gypsy. Hippies, gypsies, actually, in the song.
Yeah.
And you know, the first thing I learned when I went on like traveling like freely is that you don't need much. You don't need anything. No, nothing.
And wherever you pack, it's always stuff you don't even use half of it.
I don't know.
You can always find a way to make enough money for the next meal.
Yeah.
And you find a place to stay. I think if you are clear in the heart, you know, if you are not looking to cheat anyone, if you are meaning, if your intention is for the highest good of people, you get what you need. Okay, so it won't be a posh hotel, but so what?
Yes.
We have met families who've taken us, you know, slept outside at certain times.
Don't ask her why she leaves to be
chained to a life where nothing's gained and nothing's lost, but such a cost.
But now I've been living in this community for the last 2 years, and it's my first home.
You feel like home here?
It's my first home. In this particular community, I don't feel so much at home because of several reasons, but it's nice to know that when people say, where do you live, I can say, blah, 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 and I can go in there and there's my desk and there's my place to paint and my place to sleep, and I don't have to wonder where I'm going to be. So that part is really nice.
Do you feel sad and upset sometimes? That's what I
think everybody does
Everybody
sometimes.
does.
But for the most part, I'm very easy and happy. But I want to talk to you about Auroville because I don't know what you're going to do with this interview. But I feel that Auroville is the best project on this planet at this time because the goal is human unity, which means you don't worry about where you came from or what color you are, how much money you have or don't have, or how educated or how this or that. It's about recognizing that we all come from the one source. And I think if mankind is to continue, we have to come to embrace each other, no matter where we're from. So it's not India, it's Auroville, 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 Auroville.
Ruby Tuesday, goodbye. Ruby Tuesday, goodbye. Ruby Tuesday, goodbye. Ruby Tuesday, goodbye. Ruby Tuesday, goodbye.
I was traveling since I was 16.
So it's what year?
That is, what year? I was born in 52, so that would be 68.
68. The hippie revolution. Everybody was like going
We were
to
going,
the east.
in that time, if you didn't have the time or the money, you didn't go to India, but you went to Greece.
Huh.
Yeah, there were whole hippie colonies in Greece.
I didn't know what
Yes, yeah. It was, you could go there by bus. It was called the Magic Bus Company. And there was very little that you paid. That was just a couple of hippies. They bought old city buses from the city of Paris, for instance. They bought 10 old buses, fixed them up a bit, and if they had a bus full, you just simply paid and
Pay for engine.
And it was very cheap. It was very cheap. Something like these days it would be something like 50 euro maybe. Yeah, they had no licenses. They were on speed.
I can easily imagine that.
So, and that was my first step out of Holland, and Holland being very wet and rainy. And when I moved into Greece when I was 16, just for a holiday, I felt something like, life can be like this, you know. Sun shining, blue water, you know, just a pair of shorts, and that stayed with me a long time. So in the end, I came into Thailand. And I was living in a monastery, and it was in a forest. And there was a big barrel with water, with half a coconut to wash yourself. And one morning I got out of it was just small huts, and I moved to that barrel, and it was very nice birds and everything, and I take that coconut and I put it on, and suddenly, for this I have a water system, I have taps, I have You know, everything that can leak, anything that can freeze in winter, you know, I always have to look after it. And here I am with a barrel and a coconut, and all I need to do is get myself another coconut every year or something, because the coconut is good, you know. So then, for me, the idea came like, get out of Europe. You know, you're wasting energy, you are wasting a lot of money on things that you don't need. Yeah, you have 4 seasons, you need long trousers, short trousers, pullovers, t-shirts, you need a car, you need insurance for your car. You know, that's not so much the point, yeah. So then I was ready, I had the money, and then I ran into friends who said, we're going to Auroville, and I said...
You were saving money on moving somewhere to the south?
Yeah. Anywhere.
It's the same idea.
Anywhere. And then I met friends whom I hadn't seen for a long time, and they moved to Auroville. I said, okay, tell me about it. I had no real plans. All I know is I'm going. They said, where are you going? I said, I go to Egypt. Why to Egypt? They say, well, fuck, I have to go somewhere, no? I have to go. And they said, why don't you come to Auroville? So I said, okay. When I came to Auroville, there was some French people who were in charge here. And unless you had read more or less all of Churubino's and Mother's work, when I came here, they said, did you read, that was the first thing we asked, they said, did you read Churubino and Mother? I said, well, I read one book by Churubino. Oh, that's not enough, here. Complete works, Mother, complete works, Churubino. That was 88 till 96. I lived in a 3 by 3 meter hut of natural material.
Yeah, but I think it's natural in India, because when we first came here, we also lived in huts, and it didn't feel there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, okay, but for 8 years.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
for a holiday, it's nice, but
for a holiday, it's fun. But to live, you have to really change your whole attitude to life. I mean, my attitude to life was formed in Amsterdam with electric guitars, with Nikon cameras, you know, with record collections, book collections.
So you're from Amsterdam, naturally?
Yeah. You know, 5 bars around the corner, concerts and everything, and then, yeah, you know, if you know that you go back to that, you can miss it for a while. But if you know that you're not going, or you don't know actually, at one point you realize like, fuck, I stepped out. So that's how I came to Auroville.
Yeah, I see. It's nice story.
Which also means that for me Auroville is not so much a goal. Auroville is
building human unity.
No. I have none of these high ideals. And it may be that if this place is growing into a way that I don't like it anymore, I move on.
Yeah, I see.
So for me, Auroville is, maybe I stay here, but maybe it's just a station that I say, okay, when next? Because essentially I'm a traveler.